Clean or Dirty Keto. Do you know the pros and cons to both of these variations of the keto diet? Which version is best for you and your circumstances? Let's be honest, it can get confusing. If you go to 5 different websites, you're likely to get 5 different variations. So today, let's deep dive this a little bit and come to some conclusions. The answer may surprise you. To be honest, I had a different topic in mind for the video, but some comments I received on a social media post quickly changed all that.
It's time to get controversial.
Well, I knew it was only a matter of time before I was bound by the Clean Keto belief. And the comments that I received on Facebook this week by one person proved I was right. If you've been on keto for any length of time, you've probably heard the terms dirty and clean when it comes to keto. There are people who are all in on both sides. For the most part, I think the Clean Keto community are really good people and will support anybody on keto no matter what version they're on. But there is a subset who feel it is their responsibility to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you should be doing instead.
Thus the term keto police. Some may use the term keto Karen, but I will use keto police to be more inclusive.
Go to any keto forum or Facebook group, and it's likely you'll see the comments and know exactly what I'm talking about. These comments go beyond helping someone find the right ingredients or the right sweetener. It's more condemnation and judgment. I'm going to be completely real with you. I live a fairly busy life. I work a full-time job. I'm trying to get all my workouts in. I have a family that keeps me pretty busy. So I thought it'd be a great idea to post a day in the life video that shows how I put meals together quickly to achieve my goals while I'm on the go.
Sounds simple enough, right? Not for one person who decided to let me know I was doing things completely wrong, and I was a danger to myself, or something to that effect.
So let's clear the air on clean versus dirty keto. We'll start by defining both sides. Then I'll give my opinion. We can start with what they both have in common. Both versions can lead to great success on weight loss. They also share the same macronutrient goals. The goal is to eat between 20 and 50 net carbohydrates per day.
In my personal experience, the closer you get to 20 net carbs per day, the more chance of success you have. So your macronutrient ratio or caloric breakdown would look something like 5 to 10% carbohydrates, 10 to 30% protein, and 60 to 80% fat, depending on your circumstance, because the specifics will vary for everyone. For example, if you're doing strength training, and you should be, but we'll get into that in a future video, you are going to need more protein. So the best thing to do is find you a good macronutrient calculator to find the specific ratios you need for your circumstances.
So what is clean keto? Simply put, it's a focus on whole foods from quality sources. Things like grass-fed beef, free-range eggs, wild-caught seafood, nuts, organic non-starchy vegetables, things like that. The best way to think of it is like this. Everything on the outside walls is okay, nothing from the inside aisles.
But we're not talking your everyday grocery store. You know the ones I'm referring to that are known for whole foods.
The big key is no processed food. Clean keto definitely has its benefits. The emphasis on healthy, nutrient-dense foods is awesome, and it's great for your health in the long run. Also, there's less chance of consuming ingredients that could negatively impact keto because you control all the ingredients. However, there are some negatives to the clean keto variation. It can get boring when you end up eating the same food over and over and over and over, and that can lead to failure. There are some great recipes out there that'll help you mix it up, but that leads to the next drawback. It can be very time-consuming, where you end up spending a lot of your time cooking and or meal prepping.
Seriously, it takes a lot of time and effort. There's nothing you can go grab quickly when you're out on the go or traveling and you don't have the ability to cook. Last but definitely not least, it is the most expensive form of keto. Fresh organic vegetables and quality protein sources are some of the most pricey things that you can buy. And the stores you get them from, the ones I was referring to earlier, aren't exactly known for their budget-friendly prices.
Now on to dirty keto. Again, you have the same macronutrient goals as you did on clean keto. There are some websites that will tell you that you don't pay attention to macronutrient goals and you just count net carbs on dirty keto. That's not true, because that would be considered lazy keto.
Or would it be dirty lazy keto or lazy dirty keto? I don't know. Regardless, we'll dive into lazy keto in a future video because there is a lot to unpack. So with dirty keto, you have a little bit more flexibility. There aren't really any restrictions on what you can and can't consume, so long as you don't go over 20 to 50 net carbohydrates per day and you keep your macronutrients in line. You may have seen the term IIFYM, or if it fits into your macros.
This gives you more liberty to consume processed food, which opens up your diet to a lot more options, but it also brings in danger. There are a lot of items in the grocery store these days that have the words low carb or keto branded on them.
Spoiler alert, just because it says keto doesn't mean it is keto.
So what are the benefits of dirty keto? First and foremost, it's more budget friendly.
As budget friendly as it can be. all of these things are still going to be more expensive than your standard carb-stuffed foods.
Second, it's more convenient and flexible. Due to these reasons, it may be more sustainable for some people.
So what are the downsides to dirty keto? Well, number one, there's less of an emphasis on nutrient-dense foods. Number two, you open up yourself to eating ingredients that may not be beneficial to your health, and they may also impact your ability to stay in ketosis.
So which version is better in my opinion?
Obviously, I would say clean keto. If,
And that is a big if.
you have the financial resources, stamina, willpower, and time to commit to it. It is the most nutritious option. There's no arguing that point. So I guess the next question is, do I eat clean keto?
No, I do not. So the dirty little secret is, see what I did there? I land somewhere in between the two. I try to balance the nutrition of clean keto with the convenience of dirty keto. A hybrid of the two, if you will. Here we go again. So would you call that clean-ish keto or dirty-ish keto? I don't know.
So yes, I eat some processed and prepackaged food. Some of it that has the keto or the low-carb branding on it. But there's a caveat to that. I always check the ingredients first before I buy it or before I consume it. To be truly successful on dirty keto, you're going to have to know a couple things. You're going to have to know which ingredients are okay, which are meh, and which are complete no-go. That is going to take some time to research. I'll give you some of the big ones today, and I'll probably dive a lot deeper into this in a future video. So what ingredients should you avoid? Let's start with any kind of vegetable oil. Canola, Crisco, safflower, corn oil, those are out. Anything that's been hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated, out. Margarine, anything with soy in it. Soy products may be low carb, but they contain estrogen-like nutrients called phytoestrogens that can mess with your hormone levels. Grains of any kind, wheat flour, corn, oats, quinoa, out. Maltodextrin, maltodextrose. It's a hidden sugar. They're in a lot of products. Don't buy them. Other flours, starches, and thickeners. Arrowroot, cornmeal, cornstarch, cassava, tapioca, out.
If you see the word starch at all, practice extreme caution.
Sweeteners to avoid. First and foremost, maltitol. Stay clear of it. This one's hard because it's in a lot of quote-unquote sugar-free candies. But 50% of it is absorbed into your body and can raise your blood sugar and your insulin levels. The other 50% ferments in your gut.
Gas, bloating, diarrhea, all the fun stuff.
Other artificial sweeteners to practice extreme caution with because they could impact your body and they could kick you out of ketosis. Aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin. The other thing about these artificial sweeteners is if they're in granular form, they're most assuredly also mixed with maltodextrin.
So what sweeteners are best for keto?
The best sweeteners to use are stevia, allulose, inulin, monk fruit, and erythritol.
So when it comes to clean or dirty keto, my best advice is to find what works for you in your specific situation. The important thing is that you're trying to lose weight, and that's all that matters, not if you're 100% clean or not. Don't let anyone tell you differently or make you feel bad for what you're able to do. In fact, if you see any comments like this that are judgmental or condescending for what you're able to do, just reply with a siren emoji to let everyone know that the keto police are out. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. There's a lot of great topics coming up, like lazy keto and my personal experience with it. Also, follow me on Instagram and Facebook so you can get some of our favorite keto recipes, like this amazing Mississippi pot roast. It changes the game when it comes to pot roast. Links are in the description below.
Now, when I say do what works for you, I don't think it's a good idea to have a diet that's nothing but meat, cheese, eggs, and pork rinds. Okay? Add in some non-starchy vegetables. They don't have to be organic. Just get what you can find at the store. Even if they're frozen, just make sure there's no added ingredients.
The keto police are not going to like me saying that. Frozen vegetables? Seriously? Yes. Yes, I am. Trust me, I have never been a vegetable person. But since starting keto, I have learned to love broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts. Heck, I even eat asparagus, despite the unpleasant side effects.
Then learn how to season and cook them the way you like them.
Bonus tip, cooking them in the air fryer was a game changer for us. I'll post a recipe soon of our air fryer roasted broccoli. Yummy.
So which version of the keto diet are you doing or is most appealing to you? Clean? Dirty? Hybrid? Let me know in the comments. Also, I'll be separating my weight loss update videos from these moving forward so I can get more specific on how I'm doing, how I'm facing temptation, all the good stuff. Stay tuned.